And Nanette
with Supreme Gecko. This kind of isn't a Christmas show. So Nanette, like 2 minutes ago, was dressed for Christmas. She had her Christmas hat on and she had her Christmas shirt on. And while we couldn't take away everything off the set, out of the office, I told Nanette, we want to make it not so Christmassy. We don't want to take away from the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas. We want to make it more buy me a coffee. So I threw on my Blackhawks hat. I have to wear a hat. And we took down some of the Christmas decor. Then that's like, really?
Change really fast.
I've got 1 minute to change. Really? No, she was really good with this. How's everyone doing today? I mean, this is a Sunday, folks, and you're joining this buy me a. I'm going to say 12 Supreme Days of Christmas at some point. You guys are joining.
Just did?
Yeah, I just did tonight. You guys are joining this buy me a coffee event. And I want to thank everybody for joining. I want to thank everybody, most of all, for if you're here as a member, if you've supported the Supreme Gecko channel in the past, I want to thank you very, very much. I'm trying to read the chat too. Who's all here tonight? Go ahead and mention.
We have Courtney, we have Frank, we have Dr. Hoax, TASA Emporium. And when I changed my shirt, I took my glasses off. Jen Lee, Chris, Kaylee,
The Fish Plumber.
Tommy's. Is that right? Tommy's.
Tommy's.
Jennifer, 503, J-Bug, Victor. You're going too fast.
Victor.
I think I couldn't see anybody else yet.
Ictomi Besteria. Yes. We have a bazillion things to do today going on right now. What are you multitasking with? This is a good question because it kind of leads to something that I want to talk about in this video. We're not going to keep everybody here for, well, Frank would want to go 24 hours. We're not going to go 24 hours. We're probably not even going to go for an hour. But I do want to kind of bring up a couple of things here.
I think I got everybody.
You got everybody? Oops. Did you miss somebody?
Casilia.
Casilia? Hi, Casilia. Hi,
if
everyone.
I forgot anybody, it's because he's scrolling too fast.
Cody, thanks for joining.
Roberto.
So goals. Let's talk about, and when I say goals, what I mean is, how do you get things done? We had this year, I had many discussions, many consultations through the Buy Me a Coffee program, High Shadow Hunter, where we talked about how to improve your business, how to set up a business. And 50% of that discussion was more based on prioritizing and getting things done, just getting stuff done. I've said it before, and I'm not trying to boast at all, but this was my job for 40 years, project management, and trying to get the most out of the time that you possibly have. And I struggle with that occasionally, setting too high, too lofty expectations of myself and falling short. But forgiveness has been a big part of my year this year, being able to set high goals, and then if I don't reach them, realize that I have to achieve the bigger ones. And if some of the smaller ones don't get reached, that's okay too.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you set a goal for the time that takes you to feed your animals?
I do.
Well, then you fail on that one pretty often.
And that's okay. And that leads me to, I just saw somebody else. Mitzi, thank you for joining us.
Wanderlust.
That leads me to a great point that I set goals for like almost everything. For eating cereal in them. Okay, I want to get done before the sports ends. Oh, I miss it. So the big key there is, no, I don't do that. The big key there is when you, and I'm leading to a point here, really, right. Folks, I'm leading to a point. The big key for me is to realize that goals help me focus. It helps me focus. It helps me stay on task, but it also helps me to get a lot of things done that I probably couldn't get done normally. But you have to have self-forgiveness in that if you get a lot of the priority things done, you don't get the small things done. Don't sweat the small stuff. Who said that? Was that
me? I don't know.
Nanette said that. Don't sweat the small stuff.
No.
You can't focus. Stephen Covey, I believe. So you just can't. The Covey, the book. Yeah, everybody's like, no, I don't know. So the point being, 2024, we have a lot of goals coming up. A lot of
You do?
goals. I have a lot of goals. Do you not have goals?
I do have goals, yes.
We'll have goals. What's everybody's? Let me start with, how do you feel you did in 2023? And what is your one big, hi Steve-O, what's your one big goal, Wanderlust Farms, what's your one big goal in 2024? How did you do in 2023? Did you have any really super big goals that you wanted to get done? And how did you do in getting them done? I know that I've talked to a couple of you in the chat already about goals and getting things done. And I'm hoping that some of our discussions have helped you. You know what? I'm going to let you drive. And if you see something to show me that, go ahead and show it.
Wow.
So one of the big goals that I have for 2024, and then we're going to jump back to 2023 in just a second, but my big goal in 2024 is standardizing our process downstairs and making sure that we're optimizing the time as best as we can. Because right now I feel like sometimes I'll go downstairs, just like Nanette just said, I'll go downstairs with goals in mind, and then 2 times the amount of time that I wanted to be down there. Then I come up and it's like, okay, I've got everything done, but I had to do this, but I'm going to focus on optimizing the process so I can speed things up, make it easier for myself, make it more, if you know anything about manufacturing, make it more of a lean process. How about you guys? What are your goals? Do we see anything there?
I'm looking here. Somebody right here.
Yeah.
Big goal was to do shows. I can't read it.
Well,
You can read it.
okay. If you pull, yeah,
I
you just
see.
have, yeah.
Was to vend at an expo, and you were a big help in that. That's great.
Excellent, excellent. That is a huge goal. That's a big first step to say, okay, I want to vend in a show. I don't know how to do that, or I'm a little reluctant. I hope I do everything right, but I'm fearful that maybe I won't. So that's a big goal.
There you go. My goal was to improve husbandry for all of my animals, and I've done pretty well, better lighting, heating for all of my animals.
Outstanding.
Awesome.
That is one of our side goals as well, because we're going to be putting more UV on a lot more of our animals. Very cool. What did Sarah say?
Sarah says, my goal in 24 is focusing more on my health and finances so I can have a better living situation. Awesome.
Should be everybody's focus.
It could be anybody's goal. Anything.
Absolutely.
It doesn't have to be reptile related.
Yeah,
here.
absolutely.
2023, I just got back into things. I was operating as Sushi Dragons before I stopped to raise a family. But for 2024, I got to figure out social media. Good luck. I don't understand all that stuff.
If remember, if you're a member of the Buy Me a Coffee program, let's sit down and chat. You have a free consultation. I love talking to people just very casually, talking about different things about, how to set priorities, how to get things done, best practices for a lot of things in the reptile hobby. Social media, I'm not great, but I'm okay, I feel like. And I can help with things like YouTube or Facebook or Instagram. It's just a process of just sitting down and talking about those things. So contact me. Let's set up a time where you can chat. Let's just sit down for an hour and talk about stuff like that. Maybe it will help.
Chris from Crafts with Pudge wanted to get on Etsy and start to sell things, and they did.
Outstanding.
Awesome.
Outstanding.
Frank's goal is to destroy the elf. That didn't happen, did it, Frank? Poor guy. You failed. Somebody here is up for a promotion.
Hey.
But I've gotten my materials in. I just have to wait to hear back. Great.
Good luck, Jen. Good luck. That's always hard, right? My goal was to breed my leopard geckos, and it happened. Way to go, JP.
My goal is to get.
I know you bred some really interesting and difficult animals.
My goal from Cody is to get back into geckos, and he has 7 crusteds and a leopard gecko, 3 months old.
Wow. Very cool.
Keep everything alive as Wanderlust.
All right. Absolutely.
Learning to use Google Sheets. They're fun.
Hit me up. Let's talk. Let's chat. I don't know everything about Google Sheets, but I can certainly, if I don't know the answer, I know where to look it up.
Successfully breed and raise crested geckos, 18 babies, and they're all doing good.
Sounds like you're doing great. Yeah. I love this. First year in reptile breeding business. This is Unholy Trinity Reptiles. Looking forward to raising our first babies in 2024. Just discovered our first eggs. Outstanding. What kind? Unholy. What kind of reptiles?
Adam's mentioning that his goal is breeding ongoing for his leopard geckos and his bearded dragons. Set my business in motion from Kara with breeding and educational learning.
There you go. It's a process. It's not just, there is no end point. There is no end point. I'll tell you what, for fish for many years, after keeping fish for 10, 15 years, I realized there is no end point. As you gain an understanding, holes start opening up. Boy, I wish I knew more about this aspect of whatever it is. And you just kind of have to keep moving forward, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but you have to keep understanding that there's so much more out there that you could be doing.
Pumpkin Patch says it's my first time breeding leopard geckos and vended my first show this year.
Oh.
Now I have to learn to not keep all the babies next year. Yeah, that's the hard one. You can't name them. You can't name them. Yeah, you name them, then you got to keep them.
The key is, I've got to forget something every single show. I'm sure that this mic was picking everything up, but we'll have to not yell now, especially you that's 2 inches away from it. But that's a hard part. So we don't name our babies at all until adults, until I start pairing them up. Babies are sellable babies until they're breeding adults. Even as holdbacks, we don't name them. We don't associate them with animals that we're going to hold back from emotional standpoint, or I don't know.
Julie Moore says improving the husbandry too. Courtney has learned how to keep isopods and sell them alongside crested geckos at expos. Sarah says Jay started a YouTube channel and is hard, but obviously you're here, so hopefully that's good. Pika, find answers to my daughter and my medical problems and play the banjo.
Play the banjo.
Oh, cool.
I want to hear AC/DC's Thunderstruck.
That was one of the kids that I used to have. That was a reward. If he had a good week, he got Thunderstruck, and the principal would come in and we'd all pretend to play, and they'd dance with him. That was like a big thing.
Whoa!
First time it happened, I didn't know what was going on.
So, did you even know the song at all?
No, I had heard it, but I didn't know about it.
Okay.
But yeah, it was quite a surprise that day. I've been working all year with my little candy business, and in 2024, I want to have full season rotation of flavors. Ooh, got to hear more about this candy.
So that's from Chris. That's a key point is, how far do you take your business? How diversified? We just saw somebody that, I forgot who it was, but doing isopods and crested geckos, candy, how many different flavors, what types of candy, how big is too big? How many is too many? That's a tough question, and only you can answer something like that. For us, we get into crusteds and isopods and rare geckos and supplies and Pangea food and spring isopod chow and feeder food, and how much is too much?
Slow down.
Me?
Jen Ferris says she's got her first baby geckos. She wants to start vending next year.
Outstanding. Is that a show that we should do? Is that a show that we should do next year early? How to do your first reptile show? Just do a live and have you guys just ask questions. Again, I'm not trying to sound like an expert. We've been doing shows for 20 years. I can tell you a lot of things that we did wrong to hopefully help you eliminate those types of problems or issues before they come up.
There's a lot of people that want to vend their first show.
Oh, let's do that.
I can tell you the things not to do.
Yeah. I can tell you all the things.
Don't have Wally hang up your sign if you want it facing the right direction.
Stop. Nobody would have said anything either if I didn't notice.
Yeah, nobody would have. You didn't even notice it.
Put that down as a live that we could do how to vend your first show, or things to watch out for in your neck or on your first show. My 2024 goal is to finish clearing our land so we can move out there. My son and I have cleared and logged. When you get it done, Jason, go ahead and let me know so I can move some of my animals out by you because I need more space. My 2020 TM reptiles, my 2024 goal are to get every species of Urodactyloides and continue to build my YouTube channel. If you have a link, I don't know if you can put your YouTube links in here. I don't know if YouTube allows that. But if you have a YouTube channel, put it in here. I'll certainly go back, watch this live, and I'll find your YouTube links. If you want, if you can't do it in this chat, if it doesn't allow you, send them to me, and I'll figure out a way to share. And let's get everybody sharing and subscribing to each other. I don't know if I missed anything outside of reptiles. My goal was to get through uni with decent grades. Finish the semester with all A's.
Congratulations.
Wow. And I'm 1 semester away from my BA. Wow. Awesome. Congratulations. That is awesome. One of my goals is to get out to Wisconsin for a short weekend. There you go. That's Come on cool. up. Unholy is picnic geckos are the first eggs, but we have ball pythons going, gargoyles, Cuban false chameleons, dune geckos, very cool, and morning geckos. Go ahead. I'll let you.
503 wants to get, you just blocked it. 503 wants to get into breeding scorpion tail geckos.
Nice. And
maybe a group of garters as well.
I have a pair that I reluctantly kept right next to each other and never introduced last year. I was too afraid because I've lost scorpions twice with the male beating up the female. So I am so reluctant. That's a goal for 2024. So if you have another one.
Yeah, I'm just reading through. Expanding.
If you have goals, do you write them down? Do you record them in anything? Spreadsheets? Do you put them in a little folder? How do you record your goals if you do? And how do you keep track of them? I would love to hear your method of keeping goals. What I do is I use Notion. That was one of my goals last year, was to educate more people about Notion. And we put the YouTube videos out there. We put a template for Notion out there, and it got some traction, but not a whole lot. But I use Notion for everything so that I can go down every quarter and look at my goals to say, am I online? Am I off? What do I need to do to get back on track? Is it really a priority anymore? Am I focusing on the wrong things? It's just my way to reevaluate my goals. I go through goals every quarter to just make sure I'm on track.
Chris mentions that they want to, from Crafts with Pudge, they want to bring their printer machine to the shows, possibly, and print live for people. That would be awesome.
How about that?
Awesome. So stickers are like the thing right now.
They really are.
I didn't understand the whole process with. No, I don't. Yeah. I still don't. Our granddaughter has like a gazillion, and it's like the best thing in the world. And she sits and sticks them in books and
loves them.
I don't get it.
She loves them, and we get asked 2 or 3 times a show, do you have stickers? And we don't, so we've got to investigate that.
Yeah, we've got to work on that one. And I'm not saying they're bad. I just didn't get the craze with them right away when they started coming out. But everybody wants them, and kids all love them.
You mentioned that, Chris, and so you go to a show and you see 50 vendors, and you see 10 vendors with ball pythons, you see 10 vendors with crested geckos, and you see 10 vendors with 3D toys and stuff like that, little animals and things like that, and you see 10 vendors with supplies, and you see how do you stick out from all of these other vendors at a reptile show? How do you make yourself identifiable without setting off fireworks in the building and putting up big neon signs? How do you make yourself identifiable and rememberable so that the next time somebody comes into the reptile show, they're looking for you? Printing a sticker and handing it to somebody, that's a great idea.
Just stop for a second, go back just a little bit up.
Yep.
Okay. Wonderlust says another goal is to finally get into pictas. They've been waiting for a year. Fishy Plumber is growing out his first crested babies or geckos and selling and breeding them.
Nice. Love hearing this.
There's just all kinds of things in here.
Now
It's got me sitting here that I need to
start. I bet you we're way behind on the
We are way behind because there's so many answers
different
here.
species, Wendy. Yes.
Breeding. Okay, you got that.
So I mentioned that one of our goals is to increase productivity, and I'm probably saying to simplify so that we have a standard process. Hey, Corey, thanks for joining.
Corey wants to kick off a photography business.
See, there you go. We've talked a little bit. Corey was in a
school.
Yes, yes. Awesome. Oh my gosh, if there was ever a time in history, a time other than the 1700s when now is the time to start your own business. Corey and I had a really, really good session about a month ago or so. What does Pumpkin Patch say?
They're just talking about animals that they were breeding in the different colors, it sounds like, and we made a mistake of that already. Something. I'm sorry, I didn't catch the beginning piece to it, so I don't know.
Please believe in yourselves.
Believe in yourselves, yes. And it can be the littlest goals too. It doesn't need to be big. I mean, it can be basic. I listen to a podcast on a pretty regular basis of this woman, and her goal every day is to wash her dishes. And it's a goal for her, and she did it for 30 days in a row, and she's excited because she washed her dishes. But some people just have basic goals. It doesn't have to be elaborate. It doesn't mean you have to open a business goal. I mean, it's great to do that, and it's great to build your business, and we can help you with those ideas, but just the basic things in life.
What does Christina say?
Beware of how the stress and the trauma of my job and how trying to process that in a healthy way. My animals need help, and I added a Pictus baby from Wally to my herd of animals a couple of weeks ago.
Stress is a big thing that I read all the time. I didn't have time. I something else came up, and one thing that I did this last year was before I committed to myself.
Only your mods can put in links.
Oh, share them with me, and I'll make sure that we'll get them out in a video or something, so we could get some more subscribers. So one of the big things that I wanted to do last year was, I don't know how to say it. Oh, go ahead and read something, and I'll figure out a way to.
Oh, this person. Chris from Crafts.
Yeah.
Is a remote tutor and is required to work on Sundays. So a lot of the shows are hard. That is hard. Somebody did have a question in here too.
Go ahead.
That wanted to know where's a great place to purchase the sign you had. If that's to us, I don't know offhand where you got that last one.
If that's to us, I have a file that I keep all of this information in, like where we buy our business cards, where we get our signs, where we get our tablecloth, things like that.
I'm just reading to see if there's more in here for us right now. I'm trying to catch up is what I'm trying to do.
I forgot what I was going to say. So if you have goals, if you would like to sit down with me, if we would like a private session where maybe we do 2 or 3 people and we just sit down and talk about goals, if they're related, like doing a show, like how do you handle big projects? How do you break them down into smaller projects? How do you relieve stress and anxiety? And so I just remember what I was going to say. So one of my things last year that I really wanted to do was I wanted to eliminate my excuses. I found myself often saying, well, I can't do that because I've got a video to do today, or I can't do that because I have to feed the animals. So if I'm saying a lot of those excuses, is it really an excuse? Am I just trying to say, well, I can't get all the things I want done because I don't have enough time? Or then did I really prioritize them the right way? So one of my goals last year was try to take out the excuses as much as I possibly can. So if somebody asks me to do something, to put something together. Had a couple of different things that people asked me to put together, and my intention was never ever to come back to them and say I couldn't do it because of this. I would find a way to do it, and if I had something come up, and if that first task was that important, then I'm going to stick with it, and I'm going to try to get that done as best as I possibly can.
I was reading.
Oops, I already did.
That's all right. You moved it on me.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I didn't see any how people keep their tasks. If
there was
did
some,
you?
Pudge had something in there that they were using something else, but they're going to think about using the Notion. Do you prefer we set? How do you prefer we set that stuff up with you, Wally? Oh, that must
message
be
me through through Facebook. You can put a comment on here. We'll probably connect through Facebook, and we can set up some times and things like that. Again, if you're a member, we have a free consultation available to you. If you're not a member, the rates are really low. There's always a balancing act with time. And if we're sitting down for a half hour, it's probably going to be an hour, as a lot of you know. But we'll sit down and we'll talk, and we'll what I always do is, if we're spending an hour in the chat, I've probably spent an hour behind the scenes putting some things together to make sure that I'm covering all. I'll ask you some questions before, and then I'll do my homework. Then we'll sit down and utilize the time the best that we can, but we'll make sure that we cover all of your questions. Thanks for joining us, Celine.
I recently discovered you guys, and you inspire me. My goal is to relocate to New Mexico from Indiana and start a crusty breeding journey there.
Outstanding.
Cool. Somebody else in here earlier, before when it was flipping up, I saw organizing myself better.
Yeah. And if I could recommend one thing, keep goals, but don't beat yourself up if you don't meet those goals. Never ever do that. If you miss a goal, if you miss a deadline, like I want to build this rack, or I want to move these animals by the end of the week. And if you get to the end of the week and you're not there, number one, feel bad because you missed a goal, but then reevaluate as soon as you can. I missed the goal. Shoot. Well, figure out why. Did you do other things that were more priority? If they were, then you didn't really mess up. You picked the things that were top priority. If you went, to the movies and, went out, I don't know, shooting pool, or went to the beach instead of getting the things done, then you need to reevaluate your whole life as far as how does setting up 2 new animals equate to some of the life, the quality of life kind of things that you have. Now, if you have a big goal and there's no way you could have gotten it done by the end of the week, then you need to reevaluate that and figure out, maybe next week I'm not going to build a rack. Maybe next week I'm going to design, and I'm going to buy the supplies and start the rack. Well, maybe that's your goal, and that the week after you can finish putting it together. So you really have to do the boy, we used to call it post-mortem, and I hated that. You really have to do the evaluation and understand why I hated that saying. We would do postmortems on projects like
at work.
Yuck. That's postmortem, and I would say that all the time. I hate this word. It's so negative sounding. It's just a review to figure out, did you do good? Did you do bad? If you didn't get the project done, why did you not get it done? And just figure out, a better way the next time. So feel bad, get over it quick, reevaluate, set a new course.
Frank needs to work on his critters, he said.
Yeah, don't we all? Procrastination, oh my gosh.
It's a huge one.
Who said that?
Yeah, that would be me.
Somebody said, I'm off with procrastination. I missed it. I thought it was Jen. Oh, it's J-Bug. My biggest thing with procrastination is putting it down on paper, putting it in Notion, putting it somewhere. And I am a checkbox freak. So sometimes I found myself, okay,
here's my 5 tasks, and one of them is to put it in Notion. Okay, I sit it, and then I can click that checkbox. Yes, I got it in Notion. So
I made my to-do list.
I made my to-do list. The key with procrastination is that you're probably looking at tasks that are too big. Then you get stressed that you're not starting them. And then because you're not starting them, you get stressed, you get more stressed. And it's just it's a rock rolling down a hill, a snowball rolling down the hill. It's just going to get bigger and bigger. So the best thing that you can do is just realize that, hey, I'm procrastinating here. I'm going to get my butt off the couch and stop watching the Blackhawks. And I'm going to take this task that's 40 hours. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to do something that will take me 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And I'm going to do that 5-minute thing. And now I've got something done. Now what did I say, 4 hours or an hour? Now I'm 5 minutes ahead of the game when I'm ready to do the next thing. Break it down, little bites.
How do
little
you
pieces.
do that though on some things? You can't do that on everything.
You can do that in just about everything.
How are you going to break down that test I have to take today that I've been procrastinating on? That's due at midnight.
Yeah, I don't know. You're screwed with that. I don't know. So if you have a big test, then the one thing that you want to do is, I dread taking this test because it's going to take me an hour. And if you've got comments from the net, jump in, please. People will want me to stop talking here. We've got a little bit more to do here, but if you have something big like that, you just dread the big thing. Speech. Here you go, speech. The best thing you can do is prepare in front of the speech and get yourself, to a point where you feel comfortable with the material that you have. And then once you take that test, once you give that speech, then you feel a little bit more comfortable, and it's not like everything's new. Now, I
was kidding.
I know you are.
I'm kidding.
Go ahead. Any others? I'm going to move on to another topic here real quick. Anything else?
My students were going through their finals this week, and half the class looked downright nauseous with the stress the other day. Just remember to breathe. I know, John. I was teasing him. I was just like challenging him to see if he could come up with a better plan, but I'm good.
So Nanette said, do you have a script to print off for tonight? And I said, no, I have a note card.
Oh,
so
you didn't even tell me that.
Yeah, I just have a couple of notes here. And
what's your most hated team?
What's that?
What's your most hated team? The Packers.
Hated team? Oh, it's got to be Detroit Red Wings. No, it's.
Oh, is that what this is?
No, it's Detroit. It's Detroit Pistons. I hate Detroit Pistons. I don't hate them. I don't hate them. I highly despise them. Is that better?
Okay. They're all asking this question. Must be a game that I'm missing in here.
Most hated team. Yeah, it's got to be Detroit.
It must be Steve.
So
he's starting this whole thing. It's the
now you've got me down the rabbit hole.
No, we aren't going squirrel.
Yes, we are. So I don't like Detroit because they walked off the court with, 14 seconds left to play against the Chicago Bulls.
Oh, okay.
No, this is a basketball. Right. And I've always thought, and I despise another player on the Bulls, Scottie Pippen, for sitting down with 7 seconds or 3 seconds left in the game. Just that whole theory that I'm bigger than the game. And anyways, Bill Laimbeer.
The right answer is the worst team.
The worst team, sure. I have goals. I have goals for the Buy Me a Coffee program. See, I'm kind of going there. The Buy Me a Coffee program last year, I'm going to read off a couple of these. We had a lot of things going on for Buy Me a Coffee. I want to do more this year. I want it to be more of a community. I want to do more posts that we can interact with. That would be a good thing. If you send me a link to your YouTube channel, I will put that in the Buy Me a Coffee so that we can have the group go out and follow you, subscribe to you. A couple of things we did with Buy Me a Coffee last year. We talked about the Notion. We talked about the template. We had a one-day sale. We had, this will be the second giveaway that we're doing for the Buy Me a Coffee. The first one I think was probably $500 in value. This one's $1,000. This is my way of giving back to everybody that supported us through Buy Me a Coffee. We had some very special videos that we put out there, some early looks at videos, how to turn your hobby into a business. As an example, we have the preferred vendor list in an Excel form where if you're looking for product, this would be a great place to start because these are vendors that I use. We also introduced new products to the store last year, but more importantly, we offered, if you don't know, we have 3 levels of memberships for the Buy Me a Coffee program. One is support. We have another one that's advanced and another one that's elite. We have discount codes, 10% for advanced and 20% for elite. And I have seen this over and over where somebody has purchased and used those discounts. And I just love that. We don't give discounts on everything because we can't do anything with PNG and a couple of other items that I've knocked so low that I just can't move on. But having said that, we also late last year, we introduced a lot of products that I buy in bulk that now I'm offering to the members, specific members, at almost a 50% discount because it's my cost. We don't make any money from these whatsoever. So if you're a member, you can go out to the members page and you can see these items and you can use your code, your discount code that's in the post on these items and get almost 50% off. Things like deli cups, things like, if I'm not mistaken, dietitians, things that, are going to be used like in shipping animals, cryo packs. We're offering almost 50% off on the price that we sell cryo packs for in the membership, Buy Me a Coffee membership program. So we had a lot going on last year. I want to do more with the Buy Me a Coffee program this year, more interactive, more lives. We just talked about the shows, how to set up a show for our Buy Me a Coffee members and get, a handful of people that want to do special things like this. Take, a part of the hobby, break it down and just sit down and talk about it. And if I can help or you guys can help, let's just build and grow and learn as a team. Hi, Sandy. Did you see any comments?
Nope,
Did you want
nothing.
to? Okay.
Nothing right now.
I'll hide that comment.
We're good. Did I hit something in that? No.
One thing that I wanted to do, and I didn't get a chance to do it in 2023, was I wanted to do a tour of the room, and we lost track of that, and that's my fault. We just didn't have the time, and we didn't have the.
You can't move down there to show them the room. It's so tight.
Yeah,
I had to move
pretty
4
much.
racks
Right now.
today.
It is
4 racks just to feed the isopods.
And what I'd like to do, yeah, that's true.
4 racks.
Yeah, I know, it's tight. What I'd like to do is more small giveaways in the Buy Me a Coffee program as well. Now, all of that, all of your support, all of your memberships, what do we do with the money that we're getting in for these? I'm putting it into more tools and equipment and things like that, especially more tools this year. I want to do more social media, get more short videos out there. I want to do more with the resources that we have and get more information out to everybody.
So when you say you're buying more tools, you're not buying hammers and things like that.
Buying
or measuring
equipment
tapes to see if you can fit more things in.
We got the mic last year. We got
Yeah.
the new lights.
Yeah, you're talking stuff for the studio to get
yeah.
things to make
None of the
all
money
this better.
None of the money for Buy Me a Coffee. It's all
No,
I
it doesn't go into the
isolated
business.
and identified. It does not go into the Supreme Gecko, nor does it go into my pockets.
I just wanted to clear that it's not the other stuff. This is to make these things better for people and to give them resources.
While we're talking about members,
Somebody wants to expand their roach collection.
Oh, cool!
I had a few
like specialized roaches.
No, not specialized. They can have some of ours.
Yeah. I'm going to do this real quick. I don't do this as much as I should. I'm going to do it today. So this is going to take probably a couple of minutes here. So bear with me, folks. I want to read off our members list. And you guys are special and you need more recognition. I don't do enough of this. At the support level, we have a number of members that, and I'm going to do terrible with these names. In fact, I'm going to do it like this. Maybe I can do it like this. So Nanette
can butcher them with
no, I'll read them off, Nanette. But if you don't mind, watch the chat, and I'll see if I can read these off.
Oh, I see.
bear with me while I look over here. But in the net, you can watch. Okay. So our support is Becca, Elliot Farrell, Ian, Alicia Perry. And you know what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do this. Oops. So I can see it better. There we go. Oh my gosh. Ian, Alicia Perry, Leo, my isopods and more, and me, TJ Thomas. Our advanced members are Aileen, Carrie, Crowder, Christian Faldane, Corey, Dana Crosby, Faith, Jamie Carroll, Gentry, J-Bug, Jen Lee, Jessica Ward, Julie Moore, Kate Elliott, Katie DeGrona, Liz Rasper, Pam Zan, boy, I'm terrible with this, Patrick Reif, Roosevelt, Samantha Gleason, Sandy Sizemore, Seth, someone SR, someone KS. So when you sign up for the Buy Me a Coffee program, you can put whatever name in. I put the SR and KS so I can identify that person for our gifts that we're going to identify or that we're going to run in just a little bit. Twin City Bubba. Those are all advanced. These are our elites. Aling Goucher, 503 Menagerie, Adam Hildebrand, Alicia Boma, Amanda, and Snorgrass. Are you enjoying me butchering these names? Bethany Porter, Blake, Brandon Moore, Brenda, Brendan, Lyle, Kara, Gratz, Shanine, Cody Walker, Corey Nelson, Courtney, Ken, Sarah Kay, Dan Courier, Dennis Wallace. Wow, there's a lot. Hold on, I just lost my place. I just scrolled and lost my place. Derek, Jared, Jetel. This is why I don't do this more often. Jetta, Gerald, Hannah, Krausish, Ivory Clark, James Taylor, Jason Smith, Jennifer W, Joel Bartley, Joseph Enoch, Joseph Halface. Where'd I go? Boy, oh boy. I keep scrolling and I'm going to do this over here. Juan Carlos Pena, Justin McDowell, Kaylige, Matt, Skypka, Megan, Michelle, Wonderlust Farms, Nicole, Penaya, Botwichnik, Random T, Sam, G, Sarah Jen, Susan Flanagan, Tabry Lalone, Taya Lewis, the old Gecko guy. No, that's not me. Timothy Ingersoll, Tyler Townsend, Victor Olson, Wendy, Ike Thomas, Bisteri, Isaac Howell. And we had a couple of people jump in right at the end. Thank you very much. What?
A couple people,
are they laughing at me?
Yeah, a couple people are like,
should.
yeah, you got it. Somebody else said that's why he
No.
put in a different name because he didn't think you could handle his name. Frank wants to know how many people. Somebody did ask.
We're around 80 members right now.
Oh, he wanted to know how many people you butchered.
Oh, all of them.
Somebody asked.
I think I got Jen and Meg and Wendy right. I think 3. So do the math.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
What's up?
Go Wendy ahead. Nelson said they didn't hear their name. So I don't know what
Wendy?
that means. Wendy. How do they find the discount on the store?
Wendy, you are, yes, you're right at the end.
He probably called you something else. Sorry.
Yeah, I probably said Sam. I don't know.
They want to know how they find the discount on the store.
Go to Pulse and just scroll down Pulse. And if you want, there's categories on the Buy Me a Coffee program. Go to the Buy Me a Coffee Supreme Gecko. There's a ton of posts. I think we have 80 posts in there right now, but you can just go through the posts and find the discounts. In fact, we're probably pretty close to changing the discounts.
So they're not on the store itself.
They are not on the store. They're absolutely not. This is all special to Buy Me a Coffee. Absolutely. Oh. Okay.
We're laughing with you, Wally, they said.
I'm laughing with you,
you're
not
laughing
at
with them,
you.
not at them. My name is always butchered, Pika. Oh.
I hope I caught everybody's name in there because we are going to do some lives in just a minute. What's that?
She's assuming she's one of the gens that are listed.
Yes.
Because you just said Jen or something.
Yep.
That's fine.
So
That's
what
good.
I have associated with, I said Jen once, I do believe. I'm just looking through this because I went through before and I've got them all in order anyways. But what I didn't want was, because like somebody's had the email and I've associated the names with an email so I can contact everybody after this show to get everybody in touch with their gifts. All these gifts will be coming from Supreme Gecko, kind of, sort of, and maybe now's a good time to show what we're doing here. So I have a new page for Buy Me a Coffee, and hopefully you can see that. There we go. So it's the Buy Me a Coffee Day of Christmas, and you can check out the rules here. We'll talk about them in just a second, but we're going to do some lives in just a minute, and Nanette, maybe, well, we'll talk about this in just a second. So here's our support members list. Actually, I'm going to pull this over here. Hopefully, there we go. Make that a little bit bigger. There we go. So our live gifts to everyone. Yes. And here's our support members level, our advanced level members, advanced membership level with a temp gun, a t-shirt, a two-pound bag.
Giving crystal away.
We're not giving crystal away. We're going to give away bugs and beans, though. There's the other Supreme Gecko shirt. We're giving away some Pangea and some Supreme Ice Pot Chow. And we're also giving away 4 $50 gift certificates to any of the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas donors.
To elite. Is that right?
Yeah, I caught that through the, yeah. Okay. So in our elite membership level, we have 2 $100 gift certificates to any 12 Supreme Days of Christmas donor. To our elite memberships, we also have 2 crested geckos, a gargoyle gecko, and I pulled this out for the first time. You know, I feed them, I see them, but I pulled this one out to take this photo, and it's really nice. And we have a cave gecko, and it's going to be your choice, and we'll handle it very slowly with emails. Whoever I pull first will get first choice. Whoever I pull second will get second choice, and third choice. This whole I want to point out, this whole Buy Me a Coffee program. Okay. What's up?
I need to just see the chat.
Yeah, go ahead. The whole Buy Me a Coffee program is up to you. I appreciate everybody that donates. You guys support Supreme Gecko so much with your comments, and you're watching the YouTube videos. And the interaction in the community. That's what's super important and appreciated here. The Buy Me a Coffee, if you can afford to, and do the Buy Me a Coffee membership. Love you guys so much for doing that, but it's not necessary, and don't do it if you can't, financially with yourself or your family. Please don't. Did you?
Yeah,
go ahead.
Sarah's comment. Well, read it really quick.
Well, I only donated a t-shirt, so I can't accept one of those certificates for your. We don't charge for anything but t-shirts.
I don't know what that is.
I'm not sure what that is either.
Okay.
I don't know if that's.
It has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
You don't have to donate to it.
No. This is
nothing.
This is for
with the
our
donations
members
at all.
So we have those 3 lives that we'll do in just a minute, but these memberships gifts we're going to do right now.
Yeah, you didn't have to donate. If that's what that was telling you, that's why I wanted to make sure. Okay.
Let's do some. Sarah, it sounds like you're talking about 12 Supreme Days of Christmas. If you are. Let's move that off of the Buy Me a Coffee discussion, and we'll talk about that.
Send us a private message.
Yeah, send me an email.
That's why I'm confused then.
Okay. So I'm going to hide this.
Are we doing live?
We are not doing live right now. We are going to do.
I didn't get a script.
Watch
so I have
what
no
I'm
clue
doing.
What I'm doing.
I can find. There we go.
Of course, when I do get the script, I still don't know what I'm doing because you change your mind half the time.
I do. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to start with the support members. So I'm going to get back over to our giveaway tool here. And I'm going to, hopefully everybody can see this. I'm going to select support. I'm going to make sure that everything is set here. We don't care about colors. We don't care about, yes, we're going to do that because you can only win a gift one time in your group. Don't care about that. More settings. We do care about this. We're going to change this to, it's been working really good for the 12 Spring Days of Christmas. See, I keep saying it. And we have a wheel. Wheel of BMC. So hopefully, okay. Anything in here? Your thoughts? I don't.
They're talking about
okay.
stuff in here.
Okay.
Yeah, she was confused. It's okay.
Oh, I think Sarah's talking about the $50 gift certificate.
Yeah,
we'll work that out.
Yeah.
So if somebody wins a $50 gift certificate and they want, if you're in the chat, if they want you as a donor and you say, I can't, then we'll just work it out and we'll get a second, donor involved. No biggie. No biggie. This is informal, folks, and it's not meant to be, really
Difficult
strict
at all.
and difficult. Okay, let's go ahead. Whoops.
All right. So what are we doing here?
We're going to do a drawing right now. For, I'm getting there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this is for the support members, and this is for a Supreme Feeder food. Okay, let's do the drawing. I love this wheel. It's a 1 pound, $7 bag. And I keep pulling up the wrong screen here, so let's do this. Okay. We can almost see names in this one, and I'm going to tell you how I put these names in just a second. Yeah. Okay, I pulled a name. This is TJ Thomas. How I did
Thompson.
Okay. Got it. What I did, folks, with these names is if you were a member for a month, then I put your name in one time. If you were a member for 12 months, you're a member for the whole year, I put your name in 12 different times. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay. You good?
It's a pod chow now.
Now we are doing the Supreme Isopod Chow.
That 1 pound also, or what is it?
That is, it says right here, Nanette. Can you read that?
A little better.
Okay.
This is what I get for leaving my glasses.
And Steve-O, it is not rigged. This is, I'm being as upfront as I possibly can here, buddy.
He said he's just joking.
Okay. No, I know he's joking. I'm trying to, if there's anything if you have some questions, let me know.
I took his name out because he likes the Red Wings.
Oh, there you go. That's what you got to do. Okay, here we go. I keep forgetting to scroll down. Becca.
Great.
So that's how bad of a job I do with names is I read that Bika. Okay, let's do advanced members. There's a bigger list here. This is for the temp gun. So I'm going to go back up and I'm going to change to oh, if I can get there. Select advanced members. So our list here changes. Ooh, you can see there's a lot. Wait until we get to elite. Okay, here we go, folks. Congratulations, folks, for winning. This is for the temp gun. Thanks, Frank. And I didn't move it down, did I? I went over to the chat to take a look. Carrie Crater.
Just a second. Krater. Okay, got it.
Good. Okay. Now we still have everything set in there. Okay. Luckily, I'm not filtering duplicate names. All right.
That would be bad.
Remove selected name from the wheel. Okay. Oh, I just realized you're going to have to watch these names because it probably removed Carrie one time and not all the time. So just watch that for. So this one is for the T-shirt, short sleeve T-shirt from the Waffles T-shirt.
Okay. They can only win once.
They can only win one time in the event. Yeah.
Waffles
I just realized that the wheel isn't going to remove all of their
just
names.
a second. I need the name. Jessica Ward.
Yep.
Got it.
Let me jump over to chat real quick.
If there's a problem in the chat too, I've got my phone, Frank, and
yeah. Okay, we're all good. Let's draw another name. So this is for the Supreme Feeder Food, 2 pounds. This is a new food that we've been using this forever, but we just introduced it to the store 2-3 months
3
ago.
months ago. And it's
Selling like we can't make enough of
Twin
it.
City Bubba.
Twin City Bubba.
See, I can see far away.
Okay.
Okay.
The next gift is the Supreme Gecko t-shirt, any size,
And the model.
and the model, Bugs and Beans. Beings,
We're
not
gonna
bugs
give
and
bugs
beans.
And beings. We're gonna give them away.
Okay, the winner is Jessica Ward.
Okay, she just won it.
Okay, so
She won the waffles t-shirt.
okay,
So we have to repick, right?
we'll go ahead and repick.
Poke myself in the eye.
So Jennifer will have one less chance. So she was pulled because, and this is pulling out the duplicates or the winners, I should say. So that is someone. I'm going to get the number here. Yep. And I'll go back and figure out the email for that one.
Someone.
Okay. The next gift is for, what's our next gift, Nanette? Did we just do this one?
Yes.
Okay. So the next gift is Pangea Crusted Gecko 8-ounce food.
Their choice of flavors.
Their choice of flavors.
I bet that someone put that in there so that you wouldn't have to butcher their name.
What a great idea. Jessica, we already
Oh,
pulled
she already
Jessica.
pulled
Jessica's kind of
Jessica's.
popular today.
Well, she's in there a few times because of her memberships, right?
Yeah. And Katie Degona.
Degona. The
next gift is the Supreme Isopod Chow 1 pound bag. J-Bug.
And that's their choice of flavor also.
If you don't have feeders, I'll just go back over here before we do the
isopods.
Yeah, I'm going to get
feeders.
there.
Got it. Well,
if
feeders.
you don't have feeders that you need the feeder food for, I'll switch it around for you. Just let me know and we'll switch it around for one of the other products. If you don't have isopods, then let me know and we'll switch it around for another product on the store of equal value or such. All right. Shall we do the $50? So we're going to do 4 spins here, folks.
These are $50.
These are $50 to any donor in our 12 Supreme Days of Christmas. I'll get the gift certificate and...
Oh, I get it. You're going to buy them once they tell you what they want.
Yep.
4 people.
4 people. So if you've won before...
How does that work?
You can't win. You can't win now.
Okay.
So we have 4 of these $50 gift certificates. Jessica, jeepers creepers. Are we going to pull all 12 of the Jessicas out of here? Jessica, buy a lottery ticket today.
Yeah.
Roosevelt.
Okay, go ahead.
You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is for number 2. Liz, congratulations.
Liz Rasper.
Yeah. This is for number 3. Carrie Crater. Did we pull Carrie already?
Krauter. Yep.
Okay, so we're going to pull another one. And, whoops, scroll down a little too far. Dana Crosby. Okay. Dana Crosby.
All right, one more.
I thought that was 4. Oh,
because we've had duplicates.
We had the duplicate. Thank you for correcting me there. And this is for the 4th one here, and it's Dana again. So we're going to jump back in and draw another one. Watch it be Jessica. Jamie Carroll Gentry.
Okay, just a second. Jamie Carroll Gentry. 3.
Okay, I'm going to jump over to chat to see if anything is going on. Everybody good? Everybody's good with the chat. Congratulations, everybody.
Outside looks like it's going to snow.
Wow. Okay. So I'm going to jump back over here. Oh my gosh.
Is this the elite side?
It's the elite side. So let's go ahead and pull that very first $100. This is, you name the 12 Super Days of Christmas donor, and I'll get you a $100 gift certificate. Well, hold on. This is just, I don't think Jessica is elite. I think that was broken down. Oh, no. My fault at all. Completely. I forgot.
Oh, you didn't change it.
Yep. Hold on. I didn't change it. Sorry, Jessica. Sorry, everyone. Look at this. Yeah, I should have known by the colors. Okay, here we go. Yeehaw.
Holy cow.
So again, what I'm doing is if you're in there 12 times,
Yeah.
grumpy little moose.
Grumpy.
And that's an email. I'm not sure why it's showing email. I shouldn't have shown that.
Moose.
Sorry. Okay.
That's 1.
That's 1. And this is for the second one.
This is number 2. That's a pretty cool gift. They can pick the vendor they want.
I hope the other emails aren't in there. I don't know why that one showed up. They might have put that as their name as well. They're showing up as
okay.
All right.
Emails. Okay.
I don't want to show emails on the screen, but I want to make sure that we have this, verified. I'm going to, for now, pull this off of the screen. I'm not sure why I pulled emails in with the list. I probably put the wrong list in. I hope if anybody is concerned about showing their email, let me know now, and we'll have to work this out. I'm not sure why I pulled over emails instead of the names for this one. Yeah, it unfortunately right now I can't check the file because it's not pulling from the Buy Me a Coffee. It's pulled into an Excel file. I did the duplications for the number of months that you've been.
I don't mind.
Okay, everybody's not. I don't mind.
Does anybody?
Anybody? Don't say I don't mind. Just anybody that cares.
You can keep it hidden, Jennifer. Okay.
So that's one option. We can keep it hidden, or we could just show the.
Oh, okay.
If anybody.
I don't mind.
So if you do care that your email is shown right now,
It's fine.
let me know right
It's
now.
okay. Don't mind. It comes down pretty quick. I don't care.
Okay, I'm good.
I'm good. All right, just go with it.
Okay, maybe. Well, I can't,
Well, we can't
because
ask them
I know the
because-
email. I don't know the name. So yeah, for privacy. Yeah, I think if you don't mind,
I think we're okay. We'll go quick.
we're going to not show the name here. And I completely agree. Everybody is respectful. I just don't want anybody to have any kind of problems with this at all. So we're going to go ahead and draw the next one. We've drawn one, right? And we're going to hide the name. You can't see it now.
No, we drew 2 so far.
We drew 2. Okay. Yes, you're right. So this one is for the 2 crested
Get it off
geckos.
the screen.
This is for the person's choice of crested geckos, the 2 crested geckos, or the gargoyle, or the cave gecko. I will do this by
Okay, so
email,
this is
and they can let me know.
Choice is what I'm going to write here then.
Yep.
And how many are there?
There's going to be 3 choices: cresteds,
and 3.
gargoyles.
Okay. So you got 3 names.
And
Is that your
I was
first
going
winner?
to say this is our first winner. It's Loco Geckos.
Okay.
So I can pull out
Oh,
that part
okay.
of it out of the email and know that that's
right.
who it is.
I thought you were still showing it. Okay, got it.
No. This
Sorry
is for the
about
second
this.
choice. Yeah. I just grabbed the wrong piece of the information.
And this is
Heather. Oh, it's Heather C.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay. Okay, spinning, almost done. And the winner,
Oh,
you got
Heather
Heather
can't
again,
win
so we're
again.
going to pull again. This is for the third choice.
Loco,
And
we already
Loco
picked.
again. Spin again. Okay.
And Cook.
It's Nicole Cook. There we go. You got to watch us spin a wheel. Yay.
How do you like my glasses, Wally?
Oh, I love those glasses.
I was
you're
ordering
fashionable.
a pizza. Oh, they just ate pizza downstairs. I
Did
can
they really?
smell it.
Did
yeah.
did you make one?
But no, I'm sitting here.
Well, you could have put it in the oven before the show
No,
started.
Jordan made it for the
Ago.
girls.
Okay, that's that. So I am going to go over here. And
so
for
sorry.
these three, we're going to do a live, or for four, we're going to do a live giveaway. So if you want to be in this live giveaway, I'll show you the name, and then you can put the name in. We'll do the whole Alexa thing, and you can win one of these gifts. This is for anybody, not just members. If you're watching and you're not a member, super cool. So
if you're in the live right now,
yes, so we're going to
Can you
do.
just check your chat one time and make
Yeah.
sure we're good? I want to make sure everything was okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Sorry, Frank. I didn't even get a piece of pizza.
So who were the winners in order? So the
For what?
first choice will be for the three animals.
The animals in order.
In order.
First one was Loco.
Loco.
Second one is Heather C.
Yep.
And the third one was Nicole Cook.
Cool.
1, 2, 3. And I wrote down 1,
So
2, 3.
so Loco will have the first choice, and then after they choose, then Heather will have the choice between the two remaining, and then finally the third. And again, if somebody says, I don't really want that one at all, we'll work something out. All right. Here we go. So we need a word. So I'm going to pull a word here.
Live. And anybody that's in here watching gets this. And the first one is...
I'm going to show these gifts again just real quick, if that's okay. So the three gifts are...
You checked inventory before you did this, right?
I did not. I hope we have inventory. You might be waiting 14 months while we manufacture. No, we've got it.
We've got them all.
So we've got this really cool sifter for small tanks. I had this specifically made for Supreme Gecko because I have a lot of 5-gallon tanks. And this sifter is we went through probably 6 iterations to get it just right. Love this sifter. The next gift is mealworm cups. There's going to be 5 mealworm cups. The next gift is 5 diet dishes. And these products we're all using all the time downstairs. These diet dishes we'll go through a feeding and we'll go through, I don't even know how many, 500 diet dishes at a time. Love these because they're stackable. They're easy to wash. I put them into a 6-quart container and spray them a couple of times and they're clean. The fourth item is a crusted Gecko squeeze bottle.
For foods.
For Crusted Gecko diet, yes. So if you can use a gift, put your name in. If you can't use it, don't put your name in. So the very first gift that we're going to do is this small sifter. This Supreme Gecko Super Duper Pooper Scooper. So let me
didn't
do
use the word
this.
poop for your thing, I hope.
I did. No, I did not.
No.
Let me share this. Remove that.
I hope not.
Share screen. I did not. The word is, hopefully everybody can see that. Yeah, the word is sifter.
Ziggy, start the timer for 1 minute.
1 minute.
Okay, that's why I don't spell anymore. Thank you again, everybody, for joining on a Sunday afternoon.
Yes. A week from Christmas. A week.
Sifter.
Can you believe it? We are
I
a week
cannot
away,
believe it.
and that means we're 2 weeks away to a new year already. It's just crazy. Feels like this year flew past us.
It really did.
It did.
I look back at what I had as goals, and I feel like I got the biggest ones done. There were a couple of smaller ones But nothing major that I really didn't get done that I wanted to get done at the beginning of the year. I think the biggest one that I really wanted to get done was make this Buy Me a Coffee program
Ziggy, stop, please.
more of a community program than it is. So I have to work on putting out more content and finding a way that we can chat back and forth and maybe post or something different like that. Crazy bugs. Well, that was
we gave you away tonight, right?
yeah, we
Is that
gave
the
away
right
crazy
one?
bugs and pods.
Yeah, beans. Beans.
Crazy bugs and pods.
Oh no, I'm see there's two of them. They confuse me.
Yeah, yes, there are two of them. The crazy bugs and pods. And somebody just said crazy bugs and beings. No, let's not start that rumor. Okay, let's do another drawing here.
Okay, who won that?
That crazy bugs and pods won the
Oh.
sifter.
I thought you were saying hi to them. Maybe I need. I didn't get my nap.
It's your
today.
glasses,
It's
yeah,
a Sunday,
it's your
and I didn't get
glasses.
my afternoon nap. I didn't even look at the screen. I was just not paying attention. I thought you were saying hi to somebody. I need a nap then.
The word is mealworm.
Ziggy, start the timer for 1 minute, and I'll pay attention now.
1 minute, starting now.
Well, Ziggy didn't laugh at you, so that's a good thing.
I haven't had any hot cocoa today. You're right, Kara. Maybe I'll do that before we go to church tonight with Crystal for her concert. Have a hot cocoa.
If you can use the mealworm cups, these mealworm cups, if you're not using mealworm cups
Oh, they're cool.
and you're feeding mealworms or dubias or even crickets, we'll dust crickets and we'll put them in this cup and they'll spin around and around and around. And sometimes they'll jump out, but it's really a good way to contain them and to condition your animals to go to one place to get their food.
Crystal had a cricket in her leopard gecko tank yesterday in the mealworm cup, and we were laughing because it was making noise.
Was it chirping?
Yes, and my sisters could hear it and didn't know where it was, but it was in there just singing around.
Yes.
Crystal is in the church youth group choir, and they are singing tonight. Her church does the Ziggy, stop the timer. Our church does Christmas Eve service a week early for those that can't be there Christmas Eve. So she is performing tonight at 6 o'clock with her group.
Oh, that's a good idea.
They are the jam.
G. Tremblay.
This is
if
a
you-
name.
This is a
I'm paying
name.
attention.
So if you win one of these lives, just contact me on Facebook or send me an email, wallykern@gmail.com, and we'll make sure that we get the gift to you.
We
Okay.
may hold off on shipping this week though because
Yes.
of Christmas.
Good.
I noticed that the stuff I shipped out
point.
last week is already delayed.
Yeah.
It's not getting as fast as I thought. The
Good
t-shirts
call.
haven't gotten there, so I might wait until the day after Christmas and ship all this stuff at one time.
Good call. Okay. Okay, this is for the mealworm dishes. This is 5 mealworm dishes.
Ziggy, start the timer for 1 minute.
If
1 minute, starting now.
you're keeping any type of a gecko, any type of a small lizard, these dishes are invaluable. Why? Because they're inexpensive, but they last forever. I bet you we have some dishes that we're feeding out of right now.
Oh.
How many years old?
Probably 10.
10. I'd say
15
10.
at least.
Yeah, 10.
They're
And
really
they look
good
just
for-
like brand new, certainly. They'll crack once in a while. We'll throw one out once a month or so because it's broken. But the cool thing is that they stack. They're easy to clean. You can use them for water dishes. You can use them for food dishes. We use them for crusted gecko dishes. We use them for water dishes for like Periodora picta because Periodora picta are small. Babies are small, so they can get right up to this dish and drink. And it's flat,
Did you use
and
my
it's
word?
hard for the geckos to knock over. Love these dishes. I'm not trying to sell them, but I
we
want
use
people to use these things. They're
Sarah
so,
said she uses them in her roach bin. We do too.
yes,
Ziggy, you can stop.
yes. We use them in our roach bins. I'm trying to think of all the different places. Kimberly Martinez, if you win, contact me on Facebook, PM, or send me an email,
Martinez, you said?
wallyturn@gmail.com. Kimberly Martinez.
Got it.
All right. What's our last gift, Nanette?
A squeeze bottle.
Oh, I wonder what word I'll use.
Hopefully not the one I'm thinking. Oh, you did.
I didn't? I
You
didn't
did.
use?
Yes,
I did?
You did.
Okay, if you can use the squeeze bottle. Oh, there we go.
Ziggy, start the timer for 1 minute.
Go ahead and put the word squeeze.
This is great for Crested Gecko diet food.
It's just the perfect size for, well, I'll use a whole bottle for feeding one of my big rats, 77 baby crested geckos. I'll use a whole bottle. I have another one that holds 72 babies, and I'll use a whole bottle's worth of food on that. I'll use a whole bottle when feeding
Adults.
Juveniles. One of our 50 rack, 3 racks to be 50 containers. I'll use a full bottle on that. So
Make sure it's SQUEEZE.
does this not remind you of the Who song? Mama's got a squeeze.
That's exactly
Okay,
what I thought
stop.
of right away. And I was like, you're not using this, are you? But
I
you
did. And I went there with the song.
Yeah, you did both.
Thank you very little. Great bottles.
And all the supplies that are in this feed and giveaway tonight are also available on our website.
Gosh, I jumped over and I almost hit draw. Everybody in? Waffles.
Waffles? Who's having a waffle?
Frank is.
You had waffles last night for dinner.
I did have waffles for dinner. What time was
Chocolate
dinner?
chip? You had dinner at like 9 o'clock last night because I had baking day yesterday. And I really
See how she neglects me?
didn't feel like feeding anybody or doing anything last night after I was done.
Did you start the one and only?
I did. And I see a blue light going, but
Okay.
I don't know what it's doing.
Does that mean I can still sing?
No.
She goes, squeeze.
I don't know if she's acknowledged
Come
me.
on in. Okay, we're just going to pull. I think everybody's
Ziggy,
in.
stop.
55. We're going to draw. The winner is, and if you win, contact me at wallyturn@gmail.com
You
or
ate waffles.
send
Not
me.
waffles.
I hate waffles. Or send me a private PM at Wallyturn on Facebook.
They were not isopod chow waffles either.
Chicago Boston Terrier. Did you get that?
Chicago. Boston Terrier. Got it.
All right, we're not going to hold anybody any longer. There's lots going on Sundays. We've got the concert coming up, but we've got a couple of things to catch up on. 2 things that I took away from this is, they're gone. They're long gone. Number one, if you have a YouTube channel, send me your link. Send it to Wally Kern on Facebook. Somehow, some way, I'll make sure that I can promote that link. And as a Buy Me a Coffee group here, and anybody can go to the Supreme Gecko page on Buy Me a Coffee. It should be in the link in the description, and you guys can jump on there and take a look at the posts. There's going to be some posts that are member specific that you won't be able to see, like the discount codes, but there's going to be many posts that you'll be able to see that everybody can see. So send me a link with your YouTube channel HTMLs, your URLs, and I'll put a post out there for those YouTubes. And as a community, let's grow together and go to that link. I'll send it out as an email to you guys as well. And let's subscribe to these channels and watch their videos and help everybody grow. Please, 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 please.
You should do a Zoom meeting, a Zoom thing one time with everybody and for a chat.
I can do that through StreamYard. I can do like 4 people, I think.
Well, Zoom, you could do up to 30 or 40.
Speaking of that, we have it planned for a little get together, and we're going to talk about the very first one we're going to do is starting up your first show, how to start up for your first show, and how to make things easier.
Mhm.
But I wanted to mention, if you're a member, contact me and let's set a date for any questions that you have on gecko care or keeping geckos or better or isopods, anything specific like that, how to improve your organization skills, how to improve getting things done. If you want to look at the Notion tool and you just have questions about using it, or you just want a session, a one-on-one, and these are private, they don't go out to the public, contact me and let me know, and let's set up a consultation. If you're not a member of Buy Me a Coffee, the sessions are very, very inexpensive. And I usually go about twice as long as I should be, obviously.
That's no surprise.
So let's connect. Let's get your questions answered. Let's start 2024 on a bang of a good, positive start. Thank you everyone for coming in. Congratulations. We'll be contacting the winners of the 3 different animals, and Loco Gecko first, and just write Heather next, right down the list. So go ahead, Nanette.
The ones that won the gift certificates, their choices for vendors, they just contact you and tell you who they want.
Just contact me. The best thing to do is contact me by email or Wallaturn on Facebook.
And this is only to the vendors on the 12 days of Christmas.
Just to the 12. My plan was to
just
support
wanna
them
make
with
sure.
with the gift certificates. Yep.
Okay, perfect.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Super. Thank you. Good night.
Thanks for joining. Bye-bye.